Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
The National Film Authority has met with the stakeholders in the film industry. The meeting was focused on the capacity building and stakeholders' engagement. The meeting gave them the opportunity for the authority to spell out the regulations for making films in Ghana, which will help the industry to grow. Speaking to the media, the chairperson of NFA, Mr. David Donto, described the challenges the film industry is facing in Ghana. He stated that Ghana Film lacks facilities such as film studios, cinema halls, and other equipment that help the industry to grow.
Eventually, almost killed the film side of whatever they were doing at TV and their TV3. And see, our facilities are industry now. Wow, the energy many now a cow. Yeah, from Akai Sokra, your Ghana, our TV3. Oh, TV3 studio, no, film studio is one of Ghana's most beautiful, friends say, children's programs near the Ghana. It's the most equipped documentary film studio in Africa, but yet television, which is very sad. You could try a film on Namibia. They say Namibia is one of the growing areas for making film. Could try a no. But who said, are you so interested in developing the industry so much? Say, at that time, no we see two studios, two film studios, and I am such that hotel, any public place, any government institution, say, Bibi Efa film who now who be careful now be bisa and more film who I say, Moya almost one. Aha, in Hasa. Now, I'm said, Dibia no yage say, the independence can in it. Dibia Edikan, and Yano Creda. To say a tiaba a tree. And no, I'm why. Because young physical and industry no more. And industry and so you're toying into a santon, a cinema theatres now. Until begins, we can send you because you were one. A turning in our account. They say, and a church is in it.
He continued that the industry lacks support and the right policy as compared to other countries like Namibia, where there are laws for hotels, governments and private facilities to give incentives to people who use their facilities to make films. He concluded that the lack of the support is killing the efforts of those who wish to invest in the industry. The Executive Secretary of NFA, Madam Juliet Asantewa Asante, who also spoke to the media, revealed that the authority is aimed at making Ghana a preferred destination for filmmakers in Africa. She said they have put up measures in place to entice producers to shoot their films in Ghana. Tax incentives, standardization, and film funds are some of the things that the authority is putting in place to achieve this. She said they can achieve all these within the stipulated period when the right regulations are put in place.
So much has been done, and one of those reasons that we are here today, some of the reasons we are here today is to discuss some of the things that we've done and moving forward. Obviously, the NFA is a regulatory body oversighting policy and all of that, as well as sector interventions. And so as a government institution, there are things that we needed or we need to do as a government institution, and there are things that we need to do as well in collaboration with our stakeholders. However, as a government institution, most of the things that we do that fall under regulation and policy, as is the practice in government, has to go through the system. So we agree, we kind of come up with a strategy, we think it through, we do all that, we come up with the policies and all that, but then it has to be routed through the government, if you, for lack of a better word, the government stream, which is under the auspices of our ministry, perhaps working with other agencies who are relevant to what we are doing. It has to go through Parliament and all that. And so sometimes we come up with brilliant ideas, but we have to take time and make sure that we go through the proper route to make sure that we get what we want at the end of the road. And so the two main strategies that the NFA is pursuing, and again, I want to say that as stakeholders, if you don't understand anything that we're doing, that's why we are here, that's why we are there. I think in the video we mentioned our email and website and all of that, and our social media pages, so you can send us messages. As well, you can come to the office of the National Film Authority, which is right in the middle of town and open to you every day. So sometimes there's a misconception that the NFA itself needs to shoot films, but NFA is not like GFIC that perhaps goes out and shoot films. But, you know, the NFA is mandated to provide the right environment, empowering environment that encourages our filmmakers to make the right films. And so for us, this partnership or this marriage is very deep and is important. We need to work with our partners to create local content for the Ghanaian market. We need to be able to attract Ghanaian audiences who have fallen, in some cases, out of love with our content. We need to attract them back into watching our content. And when we talk about the internal markets, as filmmakers, when we make our films, obviously we need to think about the entire value chain of the market, from cinema to television to VOD to airlines to all of those. I always say that as a filmmaker, if you cut any of those markets out, then you are in trouble. So you need to be able to access those markets internally and also be able to access, you know, those markets externally. So everything we need to do in the area of cinema, festivals, airline, television, VOD, all of those things, again, it is work in progress. And if sometimes we seem slow, please pardon us because it's a lot of work. We are a small team and you all acknowledge that basically we're only 3 years old. And so we are babies kind of chewing big bones. So delving into the deep end of what we need to do under the Shoot in Ghana campaign, I want to focus on 3 or 4 main areas that I think today at this meeting, if we focus this meeting on, we can leave with some clarity of where we are going. For information, all of that. Now, say wako even platform be to say Netflix and now wako cinema now we who Ghanaian film, you know, dear pa and I say wahani to say Ghanaian film be dear pa we are seeing now you need budget. But sana and also beba so not just a nyama bebre what I say yebe can say yebe femi up and structures ne be the same say ya tune says obia person interest in bia no developing content bia say ya live action or say animation or say ya game or developing game or say you now person we here African kwa dia the person wo ba Ghana na say ya to yensa aka che wiase so say wo mbra Ghana na che say yen so ya famudie na say ye some of it oversight be can tax incentive go for bisa say meba be shuti wo Ghana mo tax incentive ana eno so ye ho adwuma ebinom so bisa meba be shuti wo Ghana me frɛ cameraman we a say price we me frɛ we a obia no enye baako in the fair standardization eno so ye ho adwuma ye can bibi to say film fan say we be so bia obeka say the entire year shoot good film na che say ye niska e wo mu say enye aban kwa na eye say emma filmmakers sika. In fact filmmaking a business pa che say the structures 2 year corporates and everybody will also donate to the film sector, but beyond that, you know, film sector na nkasa na ye dwuma say wotumi ye wedwuma say wotumi de co market na woton na wonya usika back nti yen so de say ye making sure say amanfo ye omusini na omo de call cinema and say omo de call TV so and now say who to kwan na na plane so now be hu wo airline so and say obe bie wo Netflix and Amazon na Ghana film wo ho na ye ni agye a
And also filmmakers ehia sika bebree nti ye can a little bit about the film fund and starting the film fund. Ye hope say by the end of year tax incentive no ye benya tax incentive. Ye hope so say by early next year the most film fund no so e be kiki a start nti no so e start here ye be Ghana for ho ye be ka say ye bia wonso fa wo teku ana wo fan bi fa be contribute. Ti sa anwoma ni na ye ka ho asem ne but ni nyinaa bɛkɔ n'anim na ɛbɛnya ahoɔden a yɛfrɛ bibi airline government agency biara wɔ airline a ɛsupporte saa agency yɛfrɛ no legislative instrument ɛno ne short form na ɛyɛ airline no nti nnɛ nso yɛbaeɛ a to support the work we are doing, we finalize work on the airline. I know stakeholders in stakeholders about say one more interest in film industry, one more year juma film industry, including government officials ye meeting to look at the law. To make sure say BBI ye okay, if you have near their core parliament. The core parliament na sana meka is anyame ya ye no Mame Sambo Subio, the airline, very important. And on the FN legislative instrument, standardization, very important. I say standardizing Juma.
It is not law, it is creative. Under UNESCO convention, we have freedom of creativity. And if you pass a law that before I can practice acting, I can practice filmmaking, I need government to license me. It is not done anywhere. They are claiming power to themselves. I don't know, but that power will destroy the film industry. So we said they should remove that regulation from the draft. 2, they said we should seek permission from National Film Authority before we go on set to shoot each and every production. The world has gotten to a point where there's this TikTok, there's this YouTube sketches. Are you saying that when you are going to pass the law that it will criminalize everybody, all the youth in the film industry across the world? There's something called amateur filmmakers. They learn by practicing their work. There's something called independent filmmakers before the professional filmmakers. So the amateur and the independent filmmakers, if they are practicing the film, do they need? You said they should come to government for permission. You know, when government is involved in this, politics will set in. At the time when you are coming, whoever is at that office, if you are NDC and is an MPP, he will deny you. And let's say children want to learn how to make film, and they gather themselves, use their phone to record the film, to make the film. By that law, they have broken the law for doing that film without coming to seek permission. And whoever was behind the camera and directing will be arrested for not coming for licenses. It is never done anywhere. It is never done anywhere, and they want to defend it.
So what exactly do you want them to do? After this, we'll wrap up everything you said.
Yeah, they should remove it from the act. For the filmmakers in Ghana, they can use it for the foreigners who want to come and make film in this country. They can apply that because they are entering into our territory. But here,
Thank you for watching Nation One TV. Kindly subscribe for more news updates.